Good afternoon, I'm Assad Ahmed. A man has been jailed for life after being found guilty of what was one of Scotland Yard's oldest unsolved murders. James Warnock will serve a minimum of 25 years for the rape and murder of Yiannoulla Yianni at her home in North London in the early 1980s. Well, Emilia Papadopoulos has been following today's proceedings in court. Emilia.
Yes, Assad. Well, just to remind you of a few of the details of this case, Yiannoulla Yianni, known to her friends and family as Lucy, was 17 when she was raped and brutally murdered while she was home alone at her family home in North London in 1982. Now, it took 34 years and more than 1,000 police interviews to find her killer, a man called James Warnock. Now, he was only found when he was arrested last year for sharing indecent images of children, and he was required to provide a DNA sample, and that sample matched the crime scene from 1982, and he initially denied all involvement, but today he appeared in court dressed in a black suit. He spoke only to confirm his name as he was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 25 years for what the judge said was a cruel and brutal attack without mercy. The court also heard details of the terrifying ordeal that Yiannoulla went through, and of course it must have been an extremely distressing time for all of her family who were present in court for the sentencing today. And the Crown Prosecution Service had said that they were vital to this whole investigation.
Yiannoulla's father kept the police focused on looking at this case, and unfortunately he was not able to see the outcome of this case. However, her mother did give evidence, and it must have been very, very difficult for the family.
Emilia, what's been the reaction from Yiannoulla's family?
Well, Assad, as the sentence was passed down, they hugged each other. I also spoke to her brothers Peter and Rick outside court. They told me they were relieved that justice had finally been served, and they were also happy to be able to close this chapter of their lives, but did say how difficult these proceedings have been for them, and especially hard for their elderly mother, who also gave evidence. But what they want now is for people to remember Yiannoulla for who she was. They said she was a vibrant, kind and loving young woman who was adored by everyone she met. Assad.
OK, Emilia Papadopoulos at the Old Bailey.